I'm Gemma Brocado. Thanks to Sarah Hager for the introduction from last week's First Meet. Today I'm going to read a selection from Exposed to Passion, When Ricky Met Sam. I was going to do this in my pajamas, which is my normal work outfit, but I decided you didn't really deserve that. So here goes. The man leading the group turned to look her direction. Hello, I hope it's okay to share this space. Don't mind us. I'll try to keep these kids out of your way. The man's smile, lit by the ethereal light bouncing off the clouds, stunned her. The urge to turn her camera his direction and snap away warred with her need to photograph nature's heavenly playground. She resisted, barely, and waved her hand, gesturing around the peninsula. Plenty of room. You might want to tell your kids to be careful. The ground is pretty treacherous. She stabilized the tripod on sandy earth and directed her gaze toward the horizon. A teen, built like a defensive linebacker, jostled her rig when he pushed past to grab a prime spot. Panic gripped her throat when her tripod wobbled. The expensive equipment tipped drunkenly towards the softly burbling creek. She grasped one of the shiny metal legs, steadying it, and jumped to the right to clear room for the big galoot to get by. The small movement brought her to the edge of the unstable bank that bordered the creek bed. Soil shifted under her boots and crumbled away into the creek with a loud splash. Ricky struggled to maintain her balance, her stomach twisting a mere second before she realized a fall was inevitable. Instinct forced her to release the tripod and avoid pulling it with her. As it shimmied precariously, she flailed her hands, fighting to regain her footing and halt her backward momentum. A small scream escaped her lips as she plunged toward the water. "Look out!" the group leader bellowed. She slammed into the silt on the creek bottom. Her shoulder blade zinged painfully when it made contact with a sharp rock buried in the sediment. Her breath expelled in a harsh gasp on impact. Cold, brackish water closed over her head and invaded her nose and mouth. Fighting her way to the surface, she coughed, splitting to clear her sinuses. "Son of a—" Ricky wheezed in a breath into her watery lungs and bit back angry words. She struggled to get to her feet. She flinched as water splashed over her head again when the man jumped into the creek. Reaching under her arms to help her up, his big, warm hands connected with her breasts, covering them as he lifted. He steadied her from behind, spooning her with his chest and hips the way a lover might. His sharp gasp was barely audible over her coughing. As soon as she regained her equilibrium, he dropped his hands to her waist and dug his fingers into the flesh above her hips. Any other time, she might have welcomed the pressure, but not now, soaking wet, with a complete stranger, and in front of an audience. So that's not a bad first meeting, is it? Tune in again next week when Christy Rose introduces you to her characters, Lorelai and Cole, from her book, Second Chances. Thanks for tuning in today. Bye.